Hello everyone, my name is Danny, and today I want to welcome you to my channel to do a special review of the Batman Shugo by XM Studios. This is from their Samurai line, their very popular Samurai line, and once you see this review, I'm sure you've seen many already, you'll understand why they're so popular. They are pricey, they're almost twice as much as a premium format, but you're getting so much, and so much detail, and the edition sizes are relatively low, that it's really well worth it. This was my second, actually no, this was my first XM Studios Samurai statue. I figured I'd start with Batman, and then I picked up the Joker. Unfortunately, this one had some QC issues. The first one that I arrived, and but they were nice enough to make it right in the end. The cape was an issue; it wouldn't fit right, but they did replace it. It took a little time, so I want to give credit where credit is due. GFX Distributors sold me this piece, and they did the right thing by me, so I'm very happy, and I would buy from them again. So enough of that. I'm sure you're not here to hear me talk about that, but it is nice when companies step up and do the right thing. So this is their third Batman in the Samurai line, and the first two are long sold out, and in my opinion, they were really good. I would say this is probably their third best. It might be their best Batman in terms of scope and detail, but his pose is not going to be as popular as the original one, which was standing upright. It's a vertical piece. He's got more black on him, so he looks more like Batman. And the one on the horse, that's an incredible statue on that horse, and also that Joker base. But so this is their Shugo, which is supposed to be an official in feudal Japan, and so he's decked out in full armor, and he's got a lot of different colors to him. The base is a star here, really incredible base. It doubles as a turntable, so that's nice, not to have a Lazy Susan. I do have one here so that I can actually give you a 360 of this particular base. This is version A. They came in an A and a B. Version A does not have as many switch outs, but it still does come with an additional portrait, which is this one, samurai style portrait. A switch out left arm, and a switch out right arm. They both look really good in one switch out plate. Version B has a 3 additional portraits, including an unmasked one, which is really good, and it has another plate like this, but it lights up, and another arm holding the swords. So that was really cool if you can get it. It does command a lot of money in the aftermarket. But again, if you can get your hands on one for closer retail, they're well worth it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the phone and I'm going to walk around it and give you my thoughts on this incredible piece. Okay, so now we're going to get into a more detailed review, a little bit more up close. So we're going to start with the sub base. So right here we have a wooden sub base that supports this bat signal, and it's got some really good details on it. That face, I heard someone mention it might be the Joker. Who knows? I don't know exactly what it is, but it is really cool. It's like a samurai face on there. I love the different colors of green with the almost like a tealish blue, the browns, the golds, and it looks oxidized. It's like when bronze sits in weather, it gets oxidized like this, and it turns that tealish green. So I love how they pulled that off. It looks very natural and very realistic. I mean, the work that XM puts into these is really second to none. Look at all the symbols. So these are Japanese samurai style. And like I said before, this is XM's own take, so they take some liberties, and they really do an incredible job. Just look at this all the way around. The workmanship, the paint, the sculpt, it's really good. Some high quality stuff. These wires, some of them are kind of like flexible. This one isn't as much. I forget which. Yeah, this one's a little flexible. So obviously they don't want these to break. They have a little bit of give. For some reason, this one is the most flexible one. And then here's the battery cover. So you can remove this here, and then in there goes 3 AAAs that powers the light up bat signal. So as we go around, we continue. Look at all this amazing piping throughout. There's details, the texture on this. Just a work of art. Really beautiful work by XM Studios. And then we have the signal itself. This lights up. It's got two different colors. So you have like a yellowish light up, and then you have a like a bright white light. I like the yellow one a little better, but they're both good options. They look really cool when it's lit up. Again, a lot of good work, a lot of real good paint work went into the base. I feel it's the best painted part of the entire statue, and it is probably the star of this statue. Not that Batman's a slouch, but that base is pretty impressive. So as we move up, we have Batman's rear foot, and look at the beautiful details on this. The texture, the colors. I really think they did a great job on this statue. The only miss for me in terms of paint is the red accents, and I'll show you why in a little while. So let's turn them around and give you that front. And again, the armor is great. It's layered. It's very realistic. It's got a lot of like, I want to say silver, but it's more like a brownish silver. And then you have the bronze throughout, which is the theme. The belt, which is more like a dark gold. You have his pouches. And Jose's batarang right there. We continue to move up. You have Batman's traditional gauntlets right here with the spikes. These look really cool. I like how silver they are. There's a lot of weathering to this particular statue, and you can see it in the armor, which is nice. Again, just beautiful statue with a lot of details. I like the sword. This is the normal configuration where he's basically unsheathing this incredible katana. It's really good with a lot of really good texture and colors. It's a nice looking pose, maybe a little crouched, but I get it. They went with the vertical one the first time and the one on the horse, so they went different. It works for what it is. Now, when you switch out the arms, which I will and show you later, it looks completely different, and it looks, I don't know, I like the look a little better, but they're both good. Again, a lot of details, a lot of really good work went into this statue. XM deserves a lot of credit. The biggest knock for me, other than a little lazy paint work on some of this red trim, okay, because it's good, but it could have been better, is the cape. Now, I don't care for sculpted capes. I think I've mentioned that more than once. They're cumbersome, and when they don't fit, it's a problem. They're easy to break. I mean, it's just, and they also make the statue a little heavy. And I don't know, they don't look that realistic to me. They look like a sculpted cape versus when you have a fabric cape, one that's well made, it looks more natural, it flows better. But that's just me, and it makes the statue a little bit lighter. So for me, if it has a mixed media cape, it doesn't bother me. I mean, I'll take the sculpted, but I prefer mixed media. Enough about that. But yeah, so this cape was a pain in the butt to put in. I finally got it to fit, and it fits well. It's snug. It's not going anywhere. But, the cape's got a lot of good paint work, some blues, blacks, right? A lot of shading in it to make it look realistic. I like the way it's flowing. So it's flowing forward, so he's got forward momentum, like he just jumped on this particular bat signal. So it looks really good. So if I had have a negative, it's the cape and the way it goes together was a bit of a chore. But overall, a really nice statue. So now I'm going to switch out the portraits and the arms, and I'll be back to give you a look at that. Okay, so here we go. Here is the swap out parts. So here you have his grappling gun right there. It looks really cool. Again, a lot of really good paint work went into this. A lot of great detail throughout. Just amazing. The level of consistency on these statues is really cool. So I like the way he looks here. I think he looks wider, more menacing. He has more presence, and it feels just like it just flows better, at least for me. Here's the different switch out plate with a solid bat signal. Here's the other one. The difference is really this has a lot more silver than that. This has more brown, and also the bat signal. And this hand, we have his batarang. Very cool. Again, great detail. And this is the regular portrait. It looks like it's all black, but it does have little piping of like a copper color. So that's pretty cool. I wish there was a little more because you could see it better, but it still looks good with the whited out eyes. That looks great. So here's the entire statue. I'm very happy with this statue. I wish I'd picked up version B because it has so many swap outs. But sometimes too much is too much. Like even having these, because they're both good, you know, you don't know what to use, and then you got to store them somewhere. So that becomes its own little problem. But guys, thank you for watching my channel. I appreciate all the viewers. I appreciate all the subscribers. Thank you so much. If you guys have any comments, if this is your thing, you collect it, you don't collect it, why you would or you wouldn't. But thanks for watching. I appreciate all of you. Thank you.